Welcome to FRC Media News for Thursday, November 30th, 2017. I'm Keith Tebow. Tonight we provide update on the fuel assistance program for eligible Fall River families. And we also have some details on CFC's Operation Christmas, designed to provide holiday toys to low-income families. But first, let's check in with Will Richmond, the digital news editor of the Herald News. He joins us each and every week to talk about the news headlines of the week. This week, joining us over the phone. Hey, Will, how are you?
I'm good, Keith. How are you?
Good. Welcome back. I hope you had a good week off last week for the holiday.
No, absolutely. Hope you did too.
We did. Thank you very much. Let's start with the Alfred J. Lima Rail Trail. Up in the news again. A lot was talked about this year over an easement by a property owner near there. The property owner Cloverleaf Mills looking for an easement to build a road that would connect the property over the trail into Brayton Avenue. City Council voted on it earlier this year, and then supporters of the rail trail looked for that to be reversed. The council actually passed a resolution asking the mayor to overturn the easement. Mayor Correa, during the campaign, told local residents that if you don't want the easement or the road being built, that it won't be built. But this week, the mayor voted to veto the council resolution looking to overturn that easement. What did the mayor have to say in terms of his reasoning?
Well, the mayor, speaking through Corporation Counsel Joe Macy, essentially said that there were a number of factors that went into the veto. One of them being that the new charter stipulates that one governmental body cannot order another governmental body what to do. Mm-hmm. So, we're starting to see some of the potential effects of the new charter coming up, though, right. Of course, I think there's a lot of interpretation to be had there, and, as we fill out that language going forward, as well, because this was an administrative order, they're arguing the council does not have the ability to overturn it. So, a couple of different reasons in there. But essentially, the main message coming from the mayor's office is that the council does not have the ability to take the action they did in trying to enforce language that would strip the easement away from that rail trail area.
Right. Opponents of the mayor may look at this and seeing that the owners of the mills were campaign contributors to the mayor, and that this is a quid pro quo, if you will, even though the mayor said to those at a rail trail meeting that the road would not go through if they didn't want it to go through. So I guess there's that aspect to it as well. But I guess let me ask you, since there's some ambiguity here over the new charter and the roles of now the mayor and the city council, do you think the city council will still look at overriding that veto? And if it does, there may be some coming to a head here in one way, shape, or form if they do override the veto.
Yeah, I would expect, the council has to wait till their next meeting to take up that veto. This will be the last meeting of the existing council before the new council takes over in January. So I would expect that they're going to make the attempt to override the veto, whether or not the votes will exist, because you do need 2/3 of the council to override a veto, will be part of the process that weighs out. But I would fully expect that there are councilors who have, sort of butted heads with the mayor throughout the last 2 years, and I would expect they're going to take that attempt to override the veto in their last chance in office. And if they do override it, what comes next based on that charter language, we'll have to see. I think that's something we'll have to see in a lot of cases regarding the charter.
Right. Continues to be a lot of moving parts with this story, but again, we'll continue to follow it. Also, speaking of the city council, they gave their approval this week to the hiring of now Chief Albert DePere to be the new police chief in the city of Fall River. Of course, Chief DePere was acting chief since Dan Racine retired last year. City Council gave full approval, and I guess for some it took longer than what was really expected. Is that correct?
Yeah, the council never really issued any concern about the appointment. They did delay it back in October out of concerns that Dupere was going to be sworn in during the police department's annual banquet at the end of October. This is a banquet that requires ticketed entry at a cost, and there was some concern amongst counselors that an event such as the swearing of the police officer should be an open event for anyone in the public to attend. So that put it off until after that event, and the election follows about a week later. So all those kind of things kind of were pushed out of the way until this vote was taken earlier this week. But as you noted, it was a unanimous vote. There doesn't seem to be a lot of disapproval with the appointment of Dupere. So this will move forward, and he'll be officially sworn in on Friday morning by the city clerk.
All right. One final note. Unfortunately, it's a sad note. Many people in the city of Fall River know of Kathy Assad. Kathy, of course, a longtime teacher in the Fall River public school system, probably better known in terms of the general community to her leadership within the Flint Neighborhood Association. Actually, was one of the first to start a neighborhood organization within the city of Fall River. She passed this week, and a lot of people are reflecting upon her impact in Fall River. Correct, Will?
Yeah, a lot of the people we've talked to today have really expressed, like you said, the impact she's had on Fall River. Some people view her as the sort of mother of neighborhood associations in Fall River. She was the one, like you mentioned, the one who started the Flint Neighborhood Association, and they really kind of blossomed across the city from there. A tremendous amount of respect for Kathy Assad by many in the community, whether it was the police chief at the time, down to her students at Durfee High School. When we talked to it, former Superintendent Rick Pavo, who noted that students would stand up when she entered the class. So, even I recall she was one of the first interviews, one of the first few I interviewed when I started here at the Herald News. And it really was a great amount of respect for her, both in the Flint neighborhood, in her classroom at Durfee, and across the city.
Yeah, so she will be sorely missed, and we extend our condolences to her family. All right, Will, what's coming up at the paper over the next few days?
Well, big goings on in the city with the Christmas and holiday parade. So we'll have full coverage this weekend of the parade. I'm sure you guys will be there with the video cameras. And, we'll also take you a little bit behind the scenes in how the parade is put together. And, they face the largest in New England, so hopefully there'll be a big turnout of people that come to view it this weekend. Yeah,
it's actually supposed to be, the weather's supposed to be perfect for the event, so no reason not to stop by the holiday Christmas parade here in Fall River. All right, Will, thanks for joining us. We'll talk again next week.
All right, have a good weekend, Keith.
We'll have more FRC Media News right after this.
Here are some job descriptions on the latest hot jobs list from the Fall River Career Center. Physician. Team Health, a primary care geriatrics practice, is looking for a full-time physician to join their team, serving patients in multiple skilled nursing facilities in the Fall River area. Job number 9894673. Engineer. Atlantic Lighting Incorporated, located at 231 Commerce Drive, is in need of a full-time engineer to lead new product design efforts and support the production requirements for a fast-paced lighting manufacturer. Job number 9895168. Print and Marketing Associate. Staples, located at 416 William S. Canning Boulevard, is looking for a full-time print and marketing associate with strong customer service and sales skills and knowledge of Microsoft Office programs, Adobe, and publisher software. Job number 9891461. Primacare, located at 277 Pleasant Street, is looking to fulfill the following full-time positions. Medical Assistant, job number 9895505. Paramedic, job number 9894923. Bristol Community College, located at 777 Ellsbury Street, is looking to fulfill the following full-time positions. Women's Basketball Assistant Coach, job number 9895947. women's soccer head coach, job number 988-6681. For more information on these or other positions, visit FRCmedianews.org or call the Fall River Career Center at 508-730-5000.
Welcome back. Fuel assistance is still available to those low-income families through a program sponsored by the Greater Fall River Anti-Poverty Agency, Citizens for Citizens. Here's more.
Fuel assistance is really known as LIHEAP nationally, and it's a heating and cooling energy program. What we do is we assist people in paying their primary heating bills. So it could be anything from natural gas, electricity, coal, wood, oil. And we assist paying in the winter. You get discounts. So if you heat with gas, you get a 25% discount on your gas bill. If you're everyone has electricity in their house, so if you heat with a company that's not a municipal, so National Grid or Eversource, you get anywhere from 25 to 29% off your monthly bill, and that's a 12-month program. So just because we're paying bills in the winter, November through April, you remain on the discount for the 12 months a year. And 29% off on a bill is like incredible. So sometimes it's not even just about the fuel benefit, it's all the little fringe. The other thing is once you apply for assistance, it opens the door for our energy services. So we'll go in and we'll do a baseline audit, and we'll go through the house, replace light bulbs. If you have an inefficient refrigerator or a washing machine, we can replace that for you. So there are, again, the fringe benefits sometimes outweigh just the dollar benefit you're getting from fuel assistance.
Are you seeing an influx of people in this area?
We are not, which is concerning to us because we know a lot of working families in Fall River aren't making, for household of four, $66,000. So we think that they don't realize how liberal the fuel guidelines are, and we're just urging people to please check out our website to see the guidelines, and you'd be pleasantly surprised that you might be eligible for assistance and you don't even know it.
Do the eligibility requirements increase every year?
The maximum that you can earn does increase every year. It doesn't go up a lot, but if you weren't eligible the year before, it does not mean you wouldn't be eligible this year. So it is very important to check the guidelines every single year.
A few weeks back, we brought you a story about a book being published honoring Fall River area veterans who lost their lives during World War II. Reverend Robert Lawrence is spearheading that effort, and he's asking for community support to garner more information on these veterans.
We have a publisher in New Bedford, Spinner Publications, and they're all excited about it. So we are right now making it known to the public that we're doing this project, and to solicit any information, stories, memorabilia, anything at all that would be appropriate to edit into the obituaries. So there's this little story behind these people, these men, not just a filing of the obituaries. So, and it's been extremely exciting to see what we come across with in terms of these people's relationships. We last week, Jack Foley, the photographer here at the Herald News, and I went and called on a woman on President Avenue who is the niece of Charles Braga, and she had all his memorabilia. She had a citation from President Roosevelt, apparently, that he sent out for the men that were killed on Pearl Harbor Day, with his name and rank and filed, and it's so we got a picture, and we're going to obviously have that picture with his obituary, and right from the White House.
Low-income families in need of holiday presents for their children this year can sign up for help through Citizens for Citizens Operation Christmas program. CFC's Crystal Arper provides the details.
Operation Christmas has been a program that has been around for over 40 years. It started with them repurposing toys. They would get used toys, they would clean them, and they would get them out to the families that needed them. It has grown a lot since then. We now purchase new toys. We give out, every child gets one major gift. They get stocking stuffers, which aren't always stocking stuffers. It could be an extra gift. It is not something Santa Claus would bring, but it's still just as good. And hats and mittens, and we try to give every family a family game to promote family time.
How have donations been so far?
Donations are really down this year. I'm hoping now that Thanksgiving is over and people have realized it's the holidays, I think they crept up on all of us, that we'll get a lot more donations in.
How many families do you anticipate helping this year?
We do about 4,000 children each year, and that comes out to a little over 1,300 families.
What are the eligibility requirements to apply for this program?
We take care of low-income families, so they have to currently be on one of our programs or living in housing, have mass health, receive food stamps. So it is an income-eligible program, and the children are newborn to age 12.
How do they sign up?
They can come in. We take applications on Tuesdays and Thursdays. They have till December 7th from 9 to 3. And we actually have an extended hour next Tuesday from 5 to 7 in the evening for our working families who just can't get here on time.
We'll have more FRC Media News right after this.
There's a lot going on in Fall River this holiday season. FRC Media has a weekly rundown of some of the events taking place in the city. Head to downtown Fall River this Saturday, December 2nd, for the 33rd Annual Children's Christmas Parade. The parade kicks off at Kennedy Park and runs down South Main Street. More than 100 participants are part of this year's parade, including Santa and Mrs. Claus. The parade starts at 1 p.m., rain or shine. On Sunday, December 3rd, from noon to 3 p.m., Greater Fall River Recreation hosts its annual holiday celebration. Enjoy an afternoon of holiday fun with a visit from Santa at Recreation's headquarters at 45 Rock Street. Also on Sunday, December 3rd, join the Newport Navy Choristers at First Baptist Church's 40th Annual Christmas in Song Concert. You'll hear a delightful selection of music ranging from classical works to traditional tunes. The concert starts at 4 p.m. at 228 North Main Street. A $5 donation is requested to assist those in need. Join FRC Media Monday, December 4th at 6 p.m. as we welcome Santa and Mrs. Claus to our 7th annual North Pole Live telecast on FRC TV, Channel 95, and Facebook. Tune in as Santa and Mrs. Claus speak with local children on their wishes this Christmas season. We invite you to bring your children to our studio at Bristol Community College or call on the phone to speak with Santa. Children in our studio will take part in activities from the Greater Fall River Children's Museum. Attendance is free and light refreshments will be served. On Wednesday, December 6th at 5 p.m., head to Government Center as the city lights the official holiday tree. This free event signals the beginning of the holiday season in Fall River. Make sure to join us next week as we provide information on more events taking place in Fall River this holiday season.
Welcome to Hot Dogs and Cool Cats. I want to introduce Cookie, the guinea pig, and Astra, the rabbit. I'm not quite sure how old Astra is. She may be around 6 years old. And the guinea pig, Cookie, is around 10 months old. Wanted people to know that rabbits and guinea pigs can get along. When you have a very nurturing rabbit, and usually it's a female, not a male, they will be able to cohabitate in the same cage. These days we have a lot of critters. So come and visit us at Forever Paws to see what we have, because it's not just cats and dogs.
Today we have Gidget. She is a ferret. We don't have an age on her yet. We don't often get ferrets, so she's kind of a new experience for us. She was a stray. She came in pretty underweight. She is still getting up there. She's still a petite little female. Very lively. She loves to cuddle, and she also welcomes belly rubs. On rainy days like today, she loves to sit and lay down and be lazy and sleep. Other than that, she prefers to be in your arms. She'll give you little ferret kisses all around. She's a very sweet girl. She is a champagne color, which is the color we gave her, and she is spayed as far as we are aware. So if you're interested in Gidget or any of our other critters, feel free to come to Forever Paws Animal Shelter. We are located at 300 Linwood Ave in Fall River, Mass, right at the end of the street. Open every day, 11 to 4, besides for Wednesdays.
Welcome back. One soup kitchen in Fall River goes beyond helping low-income families in Fall River get healthy meals each week. According to Saturday Kitchen project manager Joe Primo, clients also receive free medical care if necessary.
We kind of watch who comes in, and with having a staff of nurses, it's very different than other soup kitchens because they watch. Babies come in, they're right out there checking because it's, you know, it's their job. They love it. I love it. Next month, December 9th, we're having Santa Claus comes on a motorcycle. One of our clients now does our Christmas music.
Joe's got a heart bigger than the world, all right? And as far as he's concerned, in America, no one, man, woman, child, no one should go to bed hungry or be hungry, all right? And that's why we do what we do at our age.
That's it for this edition of FRC Media News. You can catch FRC Media News Thursday and Friday at 6 p.m. and online 24/7 at frcmedianews.org. For all of us here at FRC Media News, I'm Keith Tebow. Have a great week. We'll see you next Thursday.